Over the past 100 days, I went on Reddit every single day in search of the funniest Demon Slayer memes I could find. Can you watch this entire video without laughing? How on heaven's earth is no one willing to marry her? Are they blind? They don't have enough food for her. Probably the most accurate answer. What if Muzan took no chances? I want you to kill the Demon Slayer wearing Hanafuda earrings. If breaths aren't actually there, how is Gyoko blinded by Muichiro's mist? That isn't mist, it's just sweat from the animators making this show. When Tanjiro was carrying Tanjiro and sitting next to Tanjiro. Alright, who do we like more so far? They act like two legends cannot coexist. My upper moon ranking. If you disagree, you are biased. If you ever think any character is weak, remember Daki killed 7 Hashira. Akaza killing a Hashira punishes him by nearly killing him. Hantengu dies. Good work, Hantengu. POV, you don't have a sad backstory. Are you okay? Yeah, it's just these onions. What the flap did you do to Kentaro? When you have to kill demons at 3, but have work first. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if everyone had Wisteria perfume. She was the beauty of our hometown, our Nezuko! Kimetsu no Yaiba character leaves their loving family at home unprotected for 5 minutes. Nearby demon. I'm about to start this man's whole career. Can Kokushibo lick his bottom eyes?
What?
So, how about we talk now, Tanjiro? I don't even understand how you'd speak with a literal hole in your chest. 'Tis but a scratch. What did he do? Wrong answers only. He ate the butterflies. He snorted wisteria and fought Kano. Probably brought Aoi a dead deer in an attempt to flirt. I know you like her. I don't like Kojo. I didn't say who. How much would you buy? I'm moving out and I'm taking the kids with me. I think we should stop playing now. You 6 are the most important things to me. But there are only 3 of us. I know what I said. Dad, why is my sister named Rose? Because your mother loves roses. Thanks, Dad. No problem, Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 19. Tanjiro breathes? Inosuke? Are you challenging me? Why did you kill Tanjiro's family? Tanjiro, who broke his sword? Love breathing. Second form. I love you, but as a friend.
Emotional damage!
Can I copy your homework? I'll help you with it. Yeah, sure. LOL, nope. Wait, we had homework? Delete this! Delete this. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if Tanjiro didn't cut his hair before the final selection. Demons when Tanjiro survives their attacks for more than 0.014 seconds. My friends staying overnight. Me. My dad walking through the house naked. This is so cute. I'm moving out and I'm taking the kids with me. I think we should stop playing now. Types of headache. Migraine. Hypertension. Stress. Being a Kimetsu no Yaiba character. When you discover why Shinobu always is with Giyu and always is teasing him.
Emotional damage!
Whenever any 12 moon gets killed. Muzan actually destroyed 4 arcs right here by ending the lower moons. I'm going to jump.
What?
Do a flip, please. When Tanjiro's at his limit for the 6th time, but he gets a flashback of his family. Let's get this bread. If the anime came out in the 70s or 80s, It's okay, Nezuko. You can come out now. Tanjiro with humans. Oh dear, gorgeous. Tanjiro with demons. Oh dear, gorgeous. Tanjiro with Muzan. You flapping donkey! Someone post Shinobu? The entirety of Demon Slayer Reddit. Upvote breathing. First form. Chuntaro taking Zenitsu to the missions. Demon Slayer Season 1 antagonists. Smiling plus extremely angry equals. If I punch myself and it hurts, am I weak or strong? Strong? Also, please don't do that. Weak. An idiot. Kimetsu no Yaiba has such great characters. He was the pride of our hometown, our Tanjiro. The snow saved me, but the snow is the only reason I fell. Face reveal of the hugely hyped demon. Less than 5 seconds of jiggle physics. Demon Slayer in 1 sentence. Breathing is fun. Budget Inosuke cosplay. We started dating. Wait, why are you surprised? The Nurse Sisters all grown up. There are 2 kinds of respect. Demon? Demon with a sad backstory. Wow, I have such a nice family. I sure do hope nothing will go wrong. Inosuke easily remembers Uzui and the wife's name. Zenitsu normally. Zenitsu when he's asleep. If I had a gun with 2 bullets, and I was in a room with her, Muzan, and Doma, I'd shoot her twice. Orokudaki? Black sword color is rare, Tanjiro. You should be grateful. Tanjiro? What is the point of having different sword colors? Orokudaki? Who the F knows? The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Who's that Demon Slayer character? Zenitsu. It's Inosuke!
What?
Over 200 chapters, and we still haven't seen Orokudaki's face. Hey, are you single? Yes, I am. Then I guess you won't be needing this then.
Emotional damage!
We did it, Tengen! We saved the city! Who would win in a fight, Tanjiro or Deku? Fight? Rather they would hug while crying. I don't want to hurt you. Me neither. Meanwhile, Inosuke and Bakugo in the back. Why don't you become a demon? Then why don't you become a demon slayer? Describe your favorite Hashira in the worst way possible. Dead. So, who's physically stronger, Shinobu or Tengen's mice? Realistically speaking, Shinobu. 1v2 against Saitama and Goku, muscle mice. Shinobu will clap Saitama and Goku. Source, trust me bro. You mean in a fight, right? Right? No, she would literally applaud watching their shows. She's actually a huge weeb. Dr. Stone is her favorite show. The good ending. Imagine this guy pronouncing this guy's name. Rengoku cut halfway through Akaza's neck. Yeah? A slayer must equal a demon's strength to cut their neck. Makes sense? So Rengoku was strong enough to kill Akaza. No, he was too weak. Akaza was just toying with him. People overrate his strength. Other demons having fancy blood art techniques? Akaza. Demon Slayer Corps when there's a school fight. The group that starts the fight, the other group in the fight, tries to stop the fight, stands back and just watches the fight, forgot to go to school that day, nobody told him there was a fight. I finally found it, the place where all the greatest warriors gather. She was the beauty of our hometown, our Nezuko! Muzan is the top 1 demon slayer.
What?
No one has ever killed more demons than him. When there's no clean dishes, Kimetsu no Yaiba edition, washes the dishes, gets takeout, would rather starve than do the dishes, eats with bare hands, and Inosuke eats out of a shoe. Everything is totally fine until you know they both share the same voice actor. Just found these shoes. Happy birthday to me.
Emotional damage!
The child starts crying in public, tries to make the child laugh, ignores the child, gives detailed instructions to the parents, cries with the child, is the reason the child is crying. After watching episode 19 for the first time, after watching episode 19 for the 213th time, I fear no man but that thing. It scares me. 4th episode, OMG, Daki is strong! 6th episode, OMG, Daki is so weak! Headbutt victims. I have invented a new water-breathing form. I call it Dead Calm. Tomioka-san, please don't name breathing forms after your social life. I didn't name it after my social life. I named it after your sister.
Emotional damage!
Once you are asleep, Hashira or not, you are no different than a baby. Tanjiro? I can't win! Rui hurts Nezuko. Tanjiro? I am fluent in over 6 million forms of kicking your A. Get that thing out of my face! Your girl before and after you buy her food. My mom. Did you sleep well? Me. My dad saying, go outside and play with the neighborhood kids. The neighborhood kids. Hello, it me, your Uber driver. Watashi waiting outside for you. No one. Daki. I think I forgot something. If you forgot, then it wasn't important. Yeah, you're right. Ara, Tanjiro-kun. When you remember there's no Demon Slayer episode this week. Daki with Muzan? Akaza with Muzan. Dude got scolded for killing a Hashira. Domain expansion.
What?
What's this movie again? Train to Muzan?
What?
Where's the upper moon? That was I'm an upper moon! I'm really strong! Oni-chan! Ka? Mado? Tanjiro. Kamado Tanjiro. Kamaboko Ganpachiro. It's only natural for demons to defeat humans. Inosuke whenever he's on a mission. Hey there, demons! It's me, ya boy! Demon Slayer fans when asked about the strongest Hashira. Demon Slayer fans when asked about any other ranking. Tanjiro when the demon is too strong. Muzan when an upper demon gets killed. When you're both awkward. Nice weather today. Yeah, you too. Thanks. Other Hashira fans debating whose favorite is stronger? I love honey, but you know what I don't love? Kibutsuji Muzan. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Falls from the sky. Asks clearly dying boy if he's alright. Ponders on his auditory hallucinations. Flexes that she has never had a near-death experience. Pokes his forehead. Stabs him with a needle. Leaves. Man, Demon Slayer is so cool. I wish breathing was real. When you and your crush are both shy. Hashira pairings in a nutshell. What the flap am I reading? Am I reading? What the flap? Tanjiro congratulating Zenitsu for defeating the demon. Zenitsu, who just woke up. Let me get this straight. You don't think Rengoku donut memes are funny? No, I don't. And I'm tired of pretending I do. You can only pick one. Choose wisely. Tengen Uzui or Tengen Uzui. Hanafuda-like earrings exists? Muzan. All the other upper moons fighting using some sort of weapon? Akaza. You can catch these hands. Tomioka-san, Tomioka-san! Uzui-san has 3 wives! You don't even have 3 Oh, sorry. Imagine playing Truth or Dare at a party and they dare you to go home. Akaza and Doma in a nutshell. All women are queens. If she breathes, she's a snack. Demon Slayer is a simple anime. Meanwhile, Demon Slayer. Cyberpunk Inosuke. Modern Tanjiro. Demon seconds before death. All I ever wanted was love. Tanjiro. Occult. Tanjiro! Call an ambulance! But not for me. That feeling when the boss calls for your entire squad. How my grandma thinks I look like? How I actually look like. Your whole family gets killed by demons. Your sister is now a demon too. She can now change her size. She's now even cuter than before. We need ideas for more Kimetsu no Yaiba content. New hype breathing form? Stronger villains? Nezuko H anime?
What? What the
Literally any demon dies? It's backstory time. Muzan, how did you find me? I typed Biznatch into the GPS, now we're here. Mom, how does Dad have 6 kids while his body is so weak? Ara ara. Weebs, this is the best fight in anime. Tengen Uzui, hold my flashiness. Tanjiro versus Rui? Tomioka versus Rui. Oh my god, it's a One Piece female character. What did Kano see? Wrong answers only. What exists of her and Shinobu on the internet? If you could ask Daki one question, what would you ask? How much?
What?
So, your brother inside of you often? Can you name Demon Slayer ranks besides Hashira? Me? Fellas, if your girl can heat up blood, heal through most wounds, and tends to cry, then that's not Nezuko, that's ECDC. When a friend doesn't want to watch the anime. Reason number 54 on why episode 19 was great. It didn't have this infamous image. Not a meme, legitimate question. How do demons get vitamin D since they can't go to the sun? We did it, Tengen! We saved the city! Like this for it to be honest. Giyu Tomioka, to be honest, you kinda ugly. I didn't even like. Food in anime. Y'all just wait until Muzan hits us with Breath of Dancing, First Form, Moonwalk. Who does it better? Siblings in anime? My sister is the beauty of our hometown. Siblings in real life. You ugly piece of shiz. Demon Slayer in one sentence. Breathing is fun. Demon Slayer, an anime/manga where a boy's sister becomes a demon lolly and they have to fight Michael Jackson with the help of a scared Pikachu and Peppa Pig who changed gender and started doing illegal substances, mostly steroids. There is no such image as cursed as this. I still can't understand how is Nezuko so strong. I need to ask, how was Nezuko able to fight against Daki and have upper moon strength and regeneration? From where does that power come from? They're called power naps for a reason, I guess. Me? If Tanjiro can smell blood, does that mean he knows which girls are on their periods? When Demon Slayers finally defeat Muzan. At last, someone able to withstand the sun has appeared. Good work, Han Tengu. How everyone sees Tanjiro. Shinobu, Rengoku, Zenitsu, Inosuke, Giyu, Kano, Gyome, Sanami, Uzui, Muichiro, Mitsuri, Obanai, Muzan. Has an amazing and terrifying design, needed a 6'6" Giga Chad and 3 Demon Slayers to be beheaded, had the most epic battle among Upper Moons despite being the lowest of them, has a tear-invoking backstory that got a dedicated 30-minute episode, got consoled by Tanjiro after getting beheaded, fought the main character, and is a direct parallel to him and his sister. Design is literally whatever the flap that is, got soloed by a 14-year-old femboy, had an abrupt death that felt cheap, backstory not even shown, got MGR style slashed into pieces by Tokito after having a mental breakdown like a toddler, did not even meet the main character of the show. Can we take a moment to admire the effort these people put into their cosplays? Now that you've defeated me, I have one more thing to show you. It all began on the day of my actual birth. Both of my parents failed to show up. This is me every season. No, I'm not gonna like this, Hashira! So, Shinobu was right all this time. Tengen flexing that he has 3 wives. Chad Muzan Kibutsuji with 6 wives. Welcome to the gang, kid. We've got Flamboyant Guy, Angry Dude, and Tomioka Giyu. What did Tomioka-san do? Nobody likes him here. Finally, I have them all. After all these years. Just a daily reminder, Doma wanted to date her and got refused. What would a demon date look like? Are they going to brutally murder someone and eat them together under the moonlight or something? And could they reproduce and have demon babies? If the demon mother gave birth to the child and the mom dies from childbirth, can you press charges against the baby?
What?
Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if Tanjiro's dad had a healthier body. Imagine if these two met. Their energy would be unmatched. Inosuke has changed a little bit. Now it's time for today's Taisho secret. Every second you're not running, I'm only getting closer. Spirit alone isn't going to get me anywhere. Impossible. Nezuko? Oh my god, they killed Inosuke! Seeing Giyu on episode 1, seeing Giyu now. Pokemon X Demon Slayer. Nice argument. Unfortunately. Types up an actual counter-argument. I disagree. You're wrong, plus ratio. I Bible studied your mom last night. I am inside your walls. Spoon yourself. Your mom. Doxed. Blocked. Demon Slayer fans are tripping. What a beautiful family. Mom starred Kimetsu no Yaiba. She said she hates Zenitsu. Same smile. Kanroji-san, if you win this fight, I'll marry you.
What?
Love breathing, future bride. Obanai the next day. How people who don't watch/read Demon Slayer think Tanjiro is when the demon's backstory is revealed? How Tanjiro actually is. Yes, very sad. Anyway... Shinobu texting Giyu. Hi. Hello. How's your friend? I don't have any. I know, just reminding ya. How's your sister?
Emotional damage!
Breath of Water. 12th form. So, you guys come here often? Currently, the most disliked image of the Demon Slayer anime. When a crying kid tries to convince you that his demon sister doesn't eat people. Behold, the power of my friends. Bless the amazing family that provided me with a delicious meal this morning. Really enjoyed it. That looks like my house. Wait. Y'all just wait until Muzan hits us with Breath of Dancing, first form, Moonwalk. That demon's name is... Michael Jackson. A father has his role as the father, and the mother has her role as the mother. Yes, the floor here is made out of floor. Ashura's fighting upper moons? Meanwhile, Mitsuri... I'm going to die!
What?
Gyutaro had enough potential to be Upper Moon 5. As Muzan said, Daki was holding him back.
What?
I never said all that shiz. Breaking news. According to a survey, elementary school kids in Japan admire Tanjiro more than their own parents. Stupidest character in Kimetsu no Yaiba. The thought of that bizarre hair color being passed down to my children makes me shudder. Let's forget this marriage interview ever happened.
What?
Tengen got his hand cut off because he was outmatched by Gyutaro. Tengen got his hand cut off because Tanjiro wasn't supporting him. Tengen got his hand cut off so he could fake his death in order to complete his musical score. Tengen got his hand cut off so he could fake his death in order to make a flashy entrance. Time Traveler moves the chair. The timeline. Infinity Castle meeting in a nutshell. If you ever think any character is weak, remember Daki killed 7 Hashira.
Emotional damage!
Imagine this is the story we got instead. Gotoge, the author of Demon Slayer, first wrote a story called Kisatsu no Nagare, but it was too serious and the story was way too dark for a serialization. The editor asked Gotoge to make a brighter protagonist, and that's how Tanjiro and Demon Slayer were created. Tanjiro's OG design in the manga looks like he'd say, "See you in HFIL," with the most disgusted look on his face before striking the final blow without an ounce of pity on the demon. Muzan's backstory is most relatable as many of us have killed our doctors because they failed to cure us.
What?
Dude could have ended the whole series here. Is he stupid? Put these 3 in a room. Who would talk first? Giyu, but no one would listen.
Emotional damage!
The size difference. What if the Biwa lady said yes to Doma's request? The story would end in Swordsmith Village. Honestly, if the author didn't make Muzan and his upper moons basically brain dead, the series would have been over a long time ago. Rewatching Demon Slayer and looking back, this guy got off pretty easily for being a former 12 Kizuki. Bots in shooter games? Bots in fighting games? Bots in chess games. Kimetsu no Yaiba characters playing a fighting game. Fights fair and square. Uses the same move again and again. Button masher. Sleeps. Doesn't get an invitation. Give me your most cursed Kimetsu no Yaiba image you have. Here's mine. Hello, yes, I would like to make the fandom mad. Mitsuri is better than Nezuko. Change my mind. You see a yellow-haired demon slayer. You scare the shiz out of him. He passes out. The boss music starts to play. I don't know which is more terrifying. Characters with Sanemi's hair. Why don't you become a demon? Then why don't you become a demon slayer? Describe your favorite Hashira in the worst way possible. Dead. What if? Why would Tanjiro do such a thing? Me and my friends after getting my dog to watch Demon Slayer. Demon seconds before death? All I wanted was love. Tanjiro. It's so funny how dogs like Sanemi but hate Giyu. Demon Slayer episode without context. This can't be a coincidence. It's always him. F you. Kimetsu no Yaiba character names according to autocorrect. Ramiro Komodo. Insurance Hospital. Zeus Satsuma. Mexico Kimono. Tomato Guy. Shinobu Loco. Random Terrorist. Initially Obama. Same Shinigami. Missouri Gennario. Kane Loco. Mixing JoJo Sushi. Tomorrow Mischievous. Guinea Homecoming. YouTube Tsunami. My neighbor Chuntaro. Tanjiro? I'm fighting demons for Nezuko. Inosuke? I'm fighting demons for fun. Zenitsu? I'm fighting for my flapping life. Think, Tanjiro, think. How can you cut off my head if I already cut it off myself? If you post your password in the messenger, it will block it. Look. Demon Slayer fans waiting for Season 2? Ufotable announcing a movie instead. Who do you think has the prettiest eyes in Demon Slayer? Yome.
What?
This flapper is speaking God's words. Buddha's words. What's the funniest moment of the series? I'll start. The god of flashiness. I'm the king of the mountains. Nice to meet you. No, I'm not gonna like this, Hashira. I can understand Obanai hate. Never gonna forgive his biznatch behind for showing up after the fight and saying this shiz. Bro was probably hiding in a tree. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Watching an episode of Demon Slayer be like, if Tanjiro was an upper moon. Tanjiro blacks out in the middle of the battle. His dead family members. Wake the flap up, samurai! I will never date an ugly girl. Why? Because I don't believe they exist. What if Muzan took no chances? I want you to kill the Demon Slayer wearing Hanafuda earrings. If breaths aren't actually there, how is Gyoko blinded by Muichiro's mist? That isn't mist. It's just the sweat from the animators making this show. When Tanjiro was carrying Tanjiro and sitting next to Tanjiro. Alright, who do we like more so far? They act like two legends cannot coexist. Those armpits are so fine.
What?
My upper moon ranking. If you disagree, you are biased. Hashira tier list based on how fun they'd be at a party. I had a con today, so I went to vote in Brazilian elections as Kano. Think, Inosuke, think! That's quite literally it, there's nothing more to it, just think, you don't really do that very much. Reverse Inosuke. I'm sorry. My parents? It's just a cold. The doctor? It's just a cold. Google? Sayonara! Mom started Kimetsu no Yaiba. She said she hates Zenitsu. Same smile. Kanroji-san, if you win this fight, I'll marry you!
What?
Love breathing, future bride. Rewatching Demon Slayer and looking back, this guy got off pretty easily for being a former 12 Kizuki. Who would win in a fight, Tanjiro or Deku? Fight? Rather, they would hug while crying. I don't wanna hurt you. Me neither. Meanwhile, Inosuke and Bakugo in the back. All the beautiful ladies of Demon Slayer, who is your favorite? You forgot one. What about Tengen's wives? I also choose that guy's wife. Kimetsu no Yaiba fans arguing over any other topic? Kimetsu no Yaiba fans when they are asked about the strongest Hashira. Don't let that mofo get on no train. Tanjiro, but with a ponytail? Sick, but can last longer in bed, Tanjiro. Tanjiro, but more handsome. Tanjiro, but on Colombian Bam Bam. My Inosuke cosplay! If you ever feel like you're not cut out for a job, remember that these two have the same job. Took 3 people and 1 Hashira to defeat Upper Moon 6. Fought Upper Moon 3 alone. The backstories of Season 3. Face reveal of the hugely hyped demon. Less than 5 seconds of jiggle physics. Akaza killing a Hashira. Akaza! Hantengu dies. Good work, Hantengu.
What?
Fun fact, Suma is canonically bi, making her the only LGBTQ plus Demon Slayer character. Hold up, she's 19 right now, and Tengen is 23. If I remember correctly, Tengen got married at 15. 23 minus 19 equals 4, which means she was 11 when she married Tengen, and he was supposed to get married to her younger sister.
What?
Average marriage in the 19th century. My man barely had 10 seconds of screen time and managed to be one of the most hated characters from the show. Just a daily reminder, Doma wanted to date her and got refused. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if Tanjiro's dad had a healthier body. Why did Rengoku get arrested? Is he stupid? Hair down Shinobu is so pretty. Infinity Castle meeting in a nutshell. Oh, so you are a Demon Slayer fan? Who is this? According to Reddit, he's the American breathing style user, right? Mitsuri cosplay. Rest in peace, your inbox. What motivated you to exterminate demons? I want to avenge my family. I want to carry my father's will. I owe Oyakata with my life. I just want to get laid, plus pillars are cute. Facts Demon Slayer fans have to accept. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. What was needed to kill Upper Moon 6, Extreme Diff? What was needed to kill Upper Moon 5, No Diff? Nezuko and I will defeat Muzan Kibutsuji. What if Tanjiro killed Giyu with his hatchet? Bro will be the laughingstock of the entire Demon Slayer corpse. I find the fact that Tanjiro got closer to killing Giyu than Rui pretty funny. Love breathing. Second form. I love you, but as a friend.
Emotional damage!
She could have ended the whole series with that move. Muzan in shambles. You're like a brother to me. Wait, anime brother or in real life brother? There is a huge difference. Fun fact, Suma is canonically bi, making her the only known LGBTQ+ Demon Slayer character. My man barely had 10 seconds of screen time and managed to be one of the most hated characters from the show. Why does Sanemi have white hair if everybody else in his family has black hair? The stress of being the father figure of his family really hit him. Oh boy, what a nice family. I hope nothing bad happens to them.
Emotional damage!
I like Demon Slayer. Why? Because it's animation! It's carried by animation! Animation is the only good thing about Demon Slayer. Why do you smell so nice? I'm not supposed to. Master, I'm very self-conscious about my scar. Here, wear this. Demons before they die? All I wanted was love. Tanjiro? It's Demon Slayer! It's Kimetsu no Yaiba. Guys! It's the adventures of Kamaboko Ganpachiro with sister in the search and defeat of Michael Jackson. Ohayo! Hello? How's your friend? I don't have any. I know, just reminding ya.
Emotional damage!
How's your sister? What if Muzan Kibutsuji turned Tanjiro's whole family into demons? Tanjiro Kamado? When some random kid with a katana and curtain earrings start harassing you, calling the demons. The Tanjiro effect. Tanjiro but with a ponytail? Sick but can last longer in bed, Tanjiro. Tanjiro but more handsome. Tanjiro but on Colombian Bam Bam. Girls at sleepovers? Let's summon a demon. OMG, this is gonna be so fun! Boys at sleepovers? Who keeps summoning them? What's Mitsuri in prison for? Indecent exposure. That was my guess, but the crowd that saw got too rowdy and she was taken in for her own safety. Nezuko's voice actress after grunting for 4 seasons. Hair down Shinobu is so pretty. Isn't that just female Inosuke? The demons in Demon Slayer are just vampires. Changed my mind. Can't believe Ufotable also did this to my man. If you had to, which Hashira would you let babysit your kids? In order, it would go Gyome, obvious reasons. Shinobu has experience with kids from the triplets. Rengoku's personality would make him good with kids, plus he has some experience with Senjuro. Giyu, not great with kids, but not exactly bad. He'd definitely keep them safe, albeit kinda bored. Mitsuri, similar to Rengoku, but she's a little more ditzy, plus I wouldn't want to pick up her food tab. Tengen, he's here mainly based off of how he treated the triplets, but I think he'd do a decent job of babysitting. Obanai would scare the kids, but ultimately he'd get the job done. Sanemi is the same as Igoro, but more severe. Those kids are gonna be traumatized. Muichiro, he's 100% forgetting that he's babysitting. If Mitsuri had WhatsApp. How old is Tanjiro? How the flap do you sheath your sword? It's BS! Can I bring the snake this time? Die, liberal! Mitsuri, buy a bra please, I can't take it anymore. Does anyone else ever wonder that when Tanjiro called him a punani, what if he ran back and caved his chest in? Tanjiro? Tanjiro pre-fight? Tanjiro with half his bones broken. What was the point of Daki trapping victims in a belt and saving them for later? Why not trap them in a belt and eat now? Do they need to marinate? Is she stupid? Found this on Facebook. Did you notice? It's not easy to identify a Hashira from the rest of the Demon Slayer Corps if you've never met them. But there is a small difference in their uniforms that stands out. Only the Hashira wear gold buttons on their uniforms, while the rest of the Demon Slayers wear silver buttons. Saddest scene in the show so far? Personally, I'm going with Rengoku. Which Hashira has the funniest personality? Definitely not Gyu. Tengen. His interactions with the trio were hilarious. I am God, you three are trash. It's funny how he said all that and then proceeded to call Inosuke creepy for saying, I am the king of the mountains! Imagine if Inosuke and Tengen were assigned a mission together, just the two of them. I'd do questionable things to see that. This was the most unexpected scene from Demon Slayer Season 3. Infinity Castle meeting in a nutshell. You wake up at night and see this. Your actions? Polygenia. Oh, so you're a Demon Slayer fan? Who is this? According to Reddit, he's the American breathing style user, right? Shotgun breathing. Freedom breathing. What are you hiding, Tomioka-san? The Hashira as Upper Moons, art by G's. My math teacher had Tanjiro in our test. What kind of girls do you like? A girl who can pump a ton of oxygen into the furnace.
What?
Allow us to introduce ourselves. My wife cheated on me. What Demon Slayer quote should I say to her? Not very flashy of you. Well, perhaps it did include flashing. Not gonna lie, is Genya the only one smart here? His guns were able to take out Upper Moons. These swordsmiths need to lock in, bro. They had Tommy guns back in the time Demon Slayer is based on. Give me a Nichiren Tommy gun, I'm taking out all the Upper Moons. Give me a Nichiren sniper, I'm having Muzan's head by next Wednesday. Ah yes, Tanjiro was like, oh god, it smells like she's angry. The radar was invented in 1935. People before 1935? Resisting the urge to power scale Upper Moons when they are literally already ranked. How the flap can you survive in the sun? Well, you see, Muzan, despite you being a demon, you seem to know very little about demons. Demons in the Demon Slayer universe are based on vampires, more specifically, the ones that come from the Eastern European Dracula, written by Bram Stoker in 1897. In the novel itself, Dracula has never died in the sun. In fact, he walks around in the sun quite normally. The sun only weakens his vampiric powers. The origin of the myth of vampires dying in the sun was actually depicted in the 1922 German re-imaged silent film Nosferatu, which is the oldest surviving depiction of Dracula in film, considering they had to change his name for copyright reasons. The 1931 film everyone associates with Dracula, featuring iconic depiction by Bela Lugosi, included this mistake, and thereby, most depictions of Dracula, and by extension, vampires, have all continued the myth of vampires dying in sunlight, even though it has never been the intention of the author of the original novel, Bram Stoker. And I even have 3 wives, no less. Finally, an accurate representation of the Hashira. A shinobi is quiet, cautious, never stands out. Meanwhile, Tengen, the rock pillar. I'm not hated by people! Inosuke in English dub, Inosuke in Japanese dub. Man, Demon Slayer is so cool. I wish breathing was real. What if Rengoku accepted the offer? Akaza, I guess you still don't understand that I am stronger than you now. Flap Doma. All my homies hate Doma. Nezuko in the last episode of Season 3. This might be a really stupid question, but why didn't Gyutaro just stay inside Daki if they needed to be decapitated simultaneously? Because Daki wouldn't die. She would constantly be getting her cake beat if Gyutaro didn't show up. I don't think he'd let a bunch of demon slayers beat his sister up and let them get away with it. The hunters would just toy with her until sunrise and GG. Imagine the lucky demon slayers that would get to toy with Daki all night. That is, as long as Gyutaro doesn't show up.
What?
Right here, officer. You understood what I said, Lord Akaza. Saw this with Doma, so here we go. Imagine Akaza was eating you. What would your last words be? He wouldn't, because I'm a woman. We are immune to the nom-noms. Who are these people? You are in the presence of the Hashiras. The worst she can say is no. In what world does someone as ugly as you get to speak to me as an equal? When you walk into a room and forget what you were going to do. Nobody? Literally everyone watching Demon Slayer? She was the beauty of our hometown, our Nezuko! The boss when you fight her? The boss when you unlock her as a playable character. What if Muzan took no chances? I want you to kill the Demon Slayer wearing Hanafuda earrings. If breaths aren't actually there, how is Gyoko blinded by Muichiro's mist? That isn't mist, it's just sweat from the animators making this show. When Tanjiro was carrying Tanjiro and sitting next to Tanjiro. My upper moon ranking. If you disagree, you are biased. If you ever think any character is weak, remember Daki killed 7 Hashira. I don't know why, but this caught me off guard. Sorry, Zenitsu passed out. Throw him in the river. Became a demon when he was a kid and remained a kid. Became a demon when they were kids and grew up to become adults. What is this aging process? Demon Slayer author explaining how Mitsuri's hair color changed. Mitsuri dyed her hair pink and green. She ate 170 Sakura rice cakes a day for 8 months. Nezuko's voice actress after grunting for 4 seasons. The demons in Demon Slayer are just vampires. Change my mind. If you could ask Daki one question, what would you ask? How much? Your last saved image is why he's cringing. Cringing is not enough. He's gonna kill me. WWE superstar Zelina Vega wore a Daki-inspired outfit to the Hall of Fame. Can you name Demon Slayer ranks besides Hashira? Me. I could take on a Hashira. I could take on a Hashira. These episodes are so hype that I just accept some of these explanations without batting an eye. Inosuke. I can shift my internal organs at will. Me. I'd expect nothing less, Mountain King. Inosuke. Poison doesn't work on me. I was born in the mountains. Me eating popcorn. That makes sense. Imagine working day and night to mask your uncontrollable rage just to have some little flapper come up to you and say that you smell angry. Tanjiro breathes. Inosuke. Are you challenging me? When I'm watching alone. When my mom walks in. Sir, are you aware that you are not a boar? When you successfully navigate your house in the dark. Spatial awareness. When Tantaro keeps telling you that his name is Kengoro, but you already know that it is Ganpachiro. Why does Sanemi have white hair if everybody else in the family has black hair? The stress of being the father figure for his family really hit him. We've been showed so many different types of swords. Which one do you like the most? I like the spoiler sword the most. Has the power to hide everything. What motivated you to exterminate demons? I want to avenge my family. I want to carry my father's will. I owe Oyakata with my life. I just want to get laid, plus pillars are cute. Facts Demon Slayer fans have to accept. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. What was needed to kill Upper Moon 6, Extreme Diff? What was needed to kill Upper Moon 5, No Diff? Nezuko and I will defeat Muzan Kibutsuji. Here is a Sanemi fact. Sanemi once saw Maeda Masao, one of the uniform makers, harassing a female slayer. With only his yell, Sanemi was able to make Maeda wet his pants. Shinobu. Almost accurate size. Put these four in a room, and who's starting a fight first? Definitely Inosuke. During the mountain arc where they fought Rui, Giyu showed up and saved them, and Inosuke immediately tried to fight him. Even when the trio enters the Mugen train, Inosuke says, "Where's the flame Hashira? I want to fight him." Something like that. Bro tried to fight a train and it fought back. Not gonna lie, is Genya the only one smart here? His guns were able to take out Upper Moons. These swordsmiths need to lock in, bro. They had Tommy guns back in the time Demon Slayer is based on. Give me a Nichiren Tommy gun, I'm taking out all the Upper Moons. Give me a Nichiren sniper, I'ma have Muzan's head by next Wednesday. Resisting the urge to power scale Upper Moons when they are literally already ranked. How do y'all feel about this face swap? I like Demon Slayer. Why? Because it's animation! It's carried by animation! Animation is the only good thing about Demon Slayer! Tanjiro with Hinokami Kagura. What motivated you to exterminate demons? I want to avenge my family. I want to carry my father's will. I owe Oyakata with my life. I just want to get laid, plus pillars are cute. Facts Demon Slayer fans have to accept. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. What was needed to kill Upper Moon 6, Extreme Diff? What was needed to kill Upper Moon 5, No Diff? Nezuko and I will defeat Muzan Kibutsuji. Me sleeping peacefully. Cats outside my house at 3 a.m. A child starts crying in public. Tries to make the child laugh. Ignores the child. Gives detailed instructions to the parents. Cries with the child. Is the reason why the child is crying. Fight in the halls at school. Fight, 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 fight! Goes and gets teacher. Warns the others when a teacher is coming. Is annoyed they can't pass by / get to their locker. Is one of the ones in the fight. Jumps in to stop it. Jumps in to join / fight too. About to go fight. I'll post the video after. Yo bro, where's the fight? It's posted by Akaza. Watch it there, Uzui. Oh no, not that Krispy Kreme video again. Next time on How It's Made. Orange Donuts. Muzan actually destroyed 4 arcs right here by ending the lower moons. Tanjiro is my father.
What?
Breaking news. Japanese kids admire Tanjiro more than parents. According to a survey, elementary school kids in Japan admire Tanjiro more than their own parents. Stupidest character in Kimetsu no Yaiba. The thought of that bizarre hair color being passed down to my children makes me shudder. Let's forget this marriage interview ever happened.
Emotional damage!
How on heavens and earth no one is willing to marry her? Are they blind? They don't have enough food for her. Probably the most accurate answer. Say goodbye to the ghost children for me. The... what? Man, Demon Slayer is so cool. I wish breathing was real. Akaza, I guess you still don't understand that I am stronger than you now. Flap Doma. All my homies hate Doma. Nezuko in that last episode. Why did Akaza say this? I can't pull out. Kimetsu no Yaiba characters' names according to autocorrect. Ramiro Komodo. Insurance Hospital. Zeus Satsuma. Mexico Kimono. Tomato Guy. Shinobu Loco. Random Terrorist. Initially Obama. Same Shinigami. Missouri Janario, Kane Loco, Mixing JoJo Sushi, Tomorrow Mischievous, Guinea Homecoming, YouTube Tsunami. Became a demon when he was a kid and remained a kid. Became a demon when they were kids and grew up to become adults. What is this aging process? These episodes are so hype that I just accept some of these explanations without batting an eye. Inosuke, I can shift my organs at will.
What?
Me, I expect nothing less, Mountain King. Inosuke, poison doesn't work on me. I was born in the mountains. Me eating popcorn. That makes sense. Imagine working day and night to mask your uncontrollable rage just to have some lil flapper come up to you and say that you smell angry. Lower Moon 5? Portrayed as a terrifying menace, had an incredible fight, great backstory. Upper Moon 5? Portrayed as a babbling clown, had an awful fight, no backstory. Sanami's backstory? Muichiro's backstory? Meanwhile, Mitsuri's backstory. What if? Enmu? Terrified Thomas the Tank Engine noises. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if Tanjiro didn't cut his hair before the final selection. Does anyone understand the poison potato joke? Cause I don't. Please explain. It's the same as abracadabra. When Mitsuri said poison potato, it meant she used her sword using some magical shiz as a joke, of course. Kimetsu no Yaiba fans arguing over any other topic? Kimetsu no Yaiba fans when they're asked about who's the strongest Hashira. Close your eyes 90% and then look at this image. Girls at sleepovers? Let's summon a demon. OMG, this is gonna be so fun. Boys at sleepovers? Who keeps summoning them? I can move my organs around in my body, no problem. No, that doesn't even make sense. I wouldn't expect nothing less from my Mountain King. Would you rather pat Nezuko's head or let Nezuko pat your head? Why don't we pat each other's head at the same time? The only real and acceptable answer. Hashira's fighting Upper Moons? Meanwhile, Mitsuri, I'm going to die! Gyutaro had enough potential to be Upper Moon 5. As Muzan said, Daki was holding him back.
What?
I never said all that shiz. People totally misunderstand what Muzan meant by saying Daki was Gyutaro's weakness, and parrot it everywhere around like it validates their BS power scaling, when all he meant was that Gyutaro's humanity was tied to his sister, and without her, he would have been more ruthless and cruel. I agree, and I don't know how many times this point has been brought up, and yet every single time, some people choose to ignore this and inhale whatever copium is left over. If I had a gun with 2 bullets, and I was in a room with her, Muzan, and Doma, I'd shoot her twice. Inosuke easily remembers Uzui and the wife's name, Kamaboko Gampachiro. Oi, Manjiro! It's Tanjiro! Let's go. This party is boring. Inosuke, shut up. This is a funeral. On all levels except physical, I am a pig. What if? Enmu making terrified Thomas the Tank Engine noises. I know Mitsuri looks weird to people in Demon Slayer, but realistically, why would someone reject her? It's important to remember that while she is most certainly attractive by our standards, the beauty standard differs from culture to culture. In Taisho-era Japan, the standard would have been a straight figure and black hair with a reserved personality. Mitsuri has none of those. It seems she was born in the wrong place and time to be appreciated. Plus, she would have been expensive to keep fed and watered. She's hot, but she would bankrupt you quick. She eats as much as 3 cows and 6 horses per the databook. I don't think boing boing badonkers like the pair she has were trendy that time too. Oh, you're a Demon Slayer fan? Is it Tengen Uzui or Uzui Tengen? Am I pretty? Yeah, you're pretty weak.
Emotional damage!
Your last saved image is the reason why Rengoku died. You call throwing dynamite around a martial art? Hey, as long as it works. PE teacher? Okay, you gotta control your breathing. Girls? OMG, that's so boring. Boys? Water breathing, second form. He trying to be Rengoku so bad? Sanemi's backstory? Muichiro's backstory? Meanwhile, Mitsuri's backstory. Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer if Tanjiro didn't cut his hair before the final selection. Kimetsu no Yaiba fans arguing over any other topic? Kimetsu no Yaiba fans when they're asked about the strongest Hashira. No, I'm not gonna like this Hashira.
Whoa!
Hold up, something ain't right. I know you like her. I don't like Kocho. I didn't say who. How much would you buy? Family game nights are always so precious. I'm moving out and I'm taking the kids with me. I think we should stop playing now. Me? If Tanjiro can smell blood, does that mean he knows which girls are on their periods?
What?
Everyone else? When Demon Slayers finally defeat Muzan. Which couple do you like the most? Gyoko x Yoho! At last, someone able to withstand the sun has appeared. Good work, Han Tengu. You may be cool, but you'll never be fighting a Kizuki in women's clothing not designed for fighting while you sleep under a full moon cool. If this mofo broke into your house, what are you doing? Just tried to weigh my love for Shinobu. I think I got the wrong figure. Genya be like, Akaza is a baker. For $1 million, what's the name of that water dude with the thick forehead? Is it A, Kamaboko Gambachiro, B, Shakariki Gengaro, C, Itadaki Tantaro, or D, loser?